What a great question. Why can some Christians be such hypocrites? It's hard, isn't it, when someone you know and love professes to believe certain things and you'd expect them to live in a particular way, but then they don't live up to those expectations? Or when an institution that professes to be Christian is found out to be allowing or involved in the most heinous crimes against the most vulnerable. What do we do with that? Does that hypocrisy mean we should totally disregard Christianity and just see it as an outdated and ageing religion of no real benefit to modern Australia? We all know the hypocrite, don't we? The one who says that they believe one thing but acts in a way that doesn't support or agree with their supposed beliefs. I think, like any question we have with regards to Christianity, we want to find out and ask ourselves, so what does its founder say about that particular topic? That is Jesus. And how do we find out what Jesus thought about it? Well, we look at the Bible. The Bible tells us that Jesus hated hypocrisy. It was the main thing that he had against the Jewish leaders and rulers of the time when he was here on earth. In one of the Gospels, the Gospel of Matthew, Jesus said this: "Woe to you, teachers of the law and Pharisees, you hypocrites! On the outside, you appear to people as righteous, but on the inside, you are full of hypocrisy and wickedness." He also hated it when we thought more of ourselves than they ought to. In that same Gospel, Matthew tells us that Jesus is very clear that we're not to judge each other. He said, "Why do you look at the speck in your brother's eye and ignore the log in your own?" A true Christian is someone who's sorry for the way that they've treated God by ignoring him or living as his enemy. They've come to God for forgiveness and have been forgiven because of their trust or belief in Jesus' death and resurrection in their place. They will then want to live a life that pleases God because of the great mercy that he's shown to them. A true follower of Jesus follows in their master's footsteps. They're humble, knowing that Jesus has paid the ultimate price for their sin. They want to live in a way that pleases him, their king, and glorifies him. Hypocrisy comes from a place of lack of humility. Those who go around judging others, professing how great they are, or loving the power, but totally ignore the outcast and the most vulnerable, they're not people who are true followers of the servant King Jesus. No Christian is perfect, and no Christian institution is perfect. True Christians, those that truly follow Jesus as their Lord and Saviour, will always encourage you to look to Jesus. Yes, we will make mistakes, and we need to be willing to acknowledge those and turn to God and ask for forgiveness when we miss the mark. But we know that Jesus is perfect. Our King is no hypocrite. People might let you down, but Jesus never will. He's always trustworthy, always faithful, always loving, and he's always there.